What is going on, Sci-Fi fans? My name is Ben and welcome back to the channel for another episode of our Lando Falcon here on Sci-Fi Wednesdays. Today we're going to go ahead and put the finishing touches on this model, get it on the base, finish up the base, and well, we'll have some fun. This is as the model looks right now. As you can see, everything is pretty much done. Got a semi-gloss coat over the entire surface. Everything is sealed and I'm loving how it's turned out. Just a little bit of weathering. I ended up using this ultimate clay wash and just overcoated the entire kit with this wash. The nice thing about using a wash like this is that A, it won't actually affect the plastic because it's clay based, and B, it actually tends to tint down the colors, kind of giving them a bit of an off-white appearance, and then all that little muck and grime ends up getting kind of lodged into the different recesses and all the panel lines, so it actually turned out much better than I thought it was going to. So big thank you to Joe for going ahead and giving me these washes. Today we're going to go ahead and start off here with the base, because this is the last thing we have to go ahead and do before we can call this one a completed project. And if you remember from last time, we went ahead and we overcoated the entire base with a primer, sanded it down, and then overcoated that with our flat black. We've got some holes drilled out. We've got some different sized switches and panels, whatnot, punched out of 1mm craft foam. And so far, so good. I'm liking how it's turning out. However, we do need to go ahead and start doing some painting and get some of these buttons painted in different colors. I want to do some pinstriping as well. I'm going to use some Vallejo red. I'm going to also use some Tamiya flat blue. And I'm thinking I could also go with something like, for example, maybe a gray color, like a Tamiya sky gray or something along those lines. So that's kind of the idea. I might also use some white. You never know. White might actually come in handy for different switches and whatnot. So those are kind of the idea for colors. I'm not sure how this is all going to piece together, but I'm using some actual references to show me what it looked like there in the movie, and I want to go ahead and recreate that here. I also need to go ahead and mount the Falcon down to this base, and for that I'm going to go ahead and locate the exact center, and I'm going to drill a hole up here at the top, and then I can go ahead and glue everything in and then wire everything to switches. If you notice, I did add one little extra support right down here, just glued it in with some Elmer's school glue. That will give us a little bit more of a shoring up effect for that pole, and I think we'll be good to go ahead and string what we need to do and put things where they need to go. So that's our basic idea, guys. Once I get everything attached in here, we can then string in our different switches, go ahead and screw those in, and we're good to go. So that's kind of the idea. I want to go ahead and start off here by giving this thing a nice little sanding, and then once I have everything sanded and painted, I want to go ahead and overcoat this with a clear varnish. I actually went ahead and picked up this right here. This is something that I've seen other people use on foam, and it doesn't seem to affect foam. This is by Krylon, so I'm going to go ahead and use this on this particular base since majority of this is going to be that craft foam. So let's go ahead and jump into our first time lapse. Let's get this all nicely sanded down, smooth everything out. Then we're going to go ahead and start priming and painting some of the switches. We're going to use some red, blue, gray, whatever we want to go ahead and do. And then let's go ahead and get that pinstriping done and see how this looks. Let's get this thing finished. Alright everybody, so we are back and this is as our base looks right now. As you can see, I've got the pinstriping in there. It's not exactly accurate, but it wasn't meant to be. It's just meant to kind of give that feeling. So I think that works out well. We sanded everything down so it's pretty smooth, and we went ahead and painted off our different switches. So once I go ahead and start attaching our little greeblies and all that, this should really kind of bring this to life. But before I go ahead and glue anything down, I want to go ahead and take it off camera real quick and go ahead and overcoat it with our gloss varnish. Give it a couple of coats of that, leave it to dry, and we'll be back and I'll show you how it turns out. And this is how it looks right now. This is after 2 coats of our varnish by Krylon, and I think it looks pretty good. I do have an interesting kind of wear pattern in here, as if people have kind of moved switches around and whatnot. I've also drilled out that hole up there for the Falcon, so I think this looks pretty cool. The only thing left to do now is to go ahead and start installing the greeblies, the wiring, install the switches, and then go ahead and get the Falcon glued down to the base. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of position these around, use some super glue to go ahead and glue everything in there, and then I think at that point, once this is all wrapped up, we'll have a finished Falcon. Guys, let's have some fun. Let's be creative. Let's go ahead and see what we come up with. All right, everybody, so we are back, and I gotta tell you, the Falcon turned out much better than I ever thought it was going to. It was such a great model, and that base, even though that kind of held me up a little bit there trying to figure out what I wanted to do, I think it actually looks pretty neat. So let me go ahead and pull it out here for you and show you what our finished Falcon looks like, and here we go. This is the Bandai 1/144 scale Lando Calrissian version of the Millennium Falcon from the movie Solo. We have a custom base here that we've just actually pieced together with different parts and pieces from electronics, from foam, got some switches in there, just kind of piece things together. The back switch right here controls the engine. Notice it's a little bit of a different look to it than the rest of the switches. I wanted that on purpose. And then we have 2 switches up here that actually do the lighting for the interior cockpit, for the living quarters, and also for the fiber optics. So they kind of do all of that. Everything else is just kind of fun, and they made to look like switches and buttons, but aren't really switches or buttons. They're just there for show. And of course we have our hard drive motor and all that stuff. Go ahead and switch on this back switch right here. We can go ahead and see that this does operate. Show you what it looks like here lit up. So we're going to switch on the engine first. That's an LED strip that I've hooked up in there. You guys have seen that. And then the front 2 switches right here are going to control the cockpit, the living quarters, and then the fiber optics. I've actually rigged up the living quarters and fiber optics to be on 1 switch, and then the cockpit is on the 2nd switch. So there we go. That's the living quarters for you, and the fiber optics are also lit up. I gotta tell you, this was a really fun project. I'm not sure if it's 100% screen accurate, but you know what? It doesn't need to be, right? This was an adventure to try to see if I could make a base, make the model, throw some lighting in it, and I think it actually turned out to be a better than anticipated project. Also, using some hard drive motors and using some coaxial components and some switches and all that, kind of get this looking a little more Star Warsy, you know, that base. Plus with the pinstripe, it really kind of pulls in what you see seeing pictures of the actual Falcon cockpit, and it was a whole lot of fun. I'm going to show you some pictures here. The model kit, of course, being Bandai, was absolutely beautiful to build, and then being able to kind of be creative and to make something out of just some wood, scrap foam, and then just a bunch of different parts and pieces from electronics was a lot of fun there for that base. So I think it was a win-win for sure, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the whole process. Well, we're going to go ahead and call it quits, guys. We are done. There is nothing more that we can do with this particular model. I think the base, the model kit itself, the entire package looks pretty cool, and I'm very happy that I've went ahead and finished it and kind of came back to the project. I know I had a couple of months there where I absolutely did nothing here on the Falcon, but you know what? It was that base that really kind of threw me. And that just kind of goes to show you that if you kind of take your time and be creative and kind of think about things and use pictures as inspiration, you can come up with some interesting designs for sure. And this was one of those that I honestly thought it was going to be impossible to make, but I did it. So I'm pretty pleased. In terms of all the electronics, you can see down here, everything is nicely tucked away. I did do 3 separate battery packs, one for each of those different banks of lights. That's absolutely fine. I have no problem with that. I'm just not experienced enough to go ahead and run a single power source for a bunch of different electronics. So I went with the compartmentalized version here, 3 battery packs, 3 switches. So like I said, we are done with the Falcon, and I think next time we'll be back with another build. I've got a different idea to go ahead and make another sci-fi project, and I'm hoping will be just as interesting, a little bit different, but again, it's going to be kind of fun. Until then, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. The Falcon was a beautiful model, and we'll see you back here on the next episode of Sci-Fi Wednesdays. Until then, you know the drill. Go out there and get yourself some bench time, have some fun, build something cool, and we'll see you back here on Sci-Fi Wednesdays. Thanks so much, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you soon.